Hello everyone and welcome to the new video. In today's video I show you how I paint US Marine Raider for bolt action. I wanted this guy to look like he's just traveled through the brutal jungles. So we are going to have it on the mud and aggressive weathering. So let's get started. As a very first step, I use Khaki for his trousers. This is absolute foundation because it serves as the base color for the iconic US Marine Frog Skin Camouflage. When you're painting the pattern in 28mm scale, you want a smooth solid base coat, so the camo spot don't look messy. I made sure to thin this paint down just a bit and apply it to thin layer to get a nice even coverage without glowing up the details on the legs. Here you can see why I choose Japanese Synchro 2 over the BG. One is much lighter, and that's why I pick Japanese Synchro 2. Mixing those two colors together gave you the perfect sable tone to catch the racist edges of the fabric without making it look too bright or unnatural. I focused only on the heels, mainly on the knees and the upper folds of the trousers where the light would naturally hit. By keeping the shadow in the deep recesses, this step is helped to give the leg some nice contrast and volume before we even start with the actual camouflage pattern. And now we move on the long and precise process of the second highlights. For this step, I push the mix even further, adding more of the Japanese Tenkuru to the blend to get a lighter sharp shape tone. This is where the patience really pay off. Instead of focusing on covering the whole area, I focus only on the absolute highest peak of the cloth, the very top of the fabric folds, the edges of the pocket, and the sharpest creases around the knees. I use the side of a very fine brush with just a tiny amount of paint. Keep my stroke further lighter. With the transition I highlighted through the sable, it was the final time to start the camouflage pattern itself. For the first brown spots, I use a pale brown. When painting the frog skin pattern, you want the spot to look organic and irregular. Just like a real camouflage fabric, I use a fine tip of a brush to place random shapes and dots across the trousers, making sure not to overdo it. The pale brown sits beautiful on the top of a khaki base, and it's formed the perfect first layer of a camouflage. Next up, for the second set of the spot, I move on the saddle brown. This dark rich brown adds a massive amount of depth to the frog skin camouflage. Instead of just placing their spot randomly, I layer some of them right next to, or even overlapping, the pale brown dots we did early. This overlapping technique mimics the actual printed fabric used by the Marines in the Pacific. It immediately makes the pattern look way more complex and realistic, giving the trousers that perfect multi-layer jungle camo vibe. To tie everything together and add some quick shadow, I apply dark tone wash. I brush it straight into the recesses to instantly define the folds, deepen the contrast, and give the trousers that rugged battlefield look. I really hope you enjoyed this short tutorial. If you did, it'd be awesome if you could smash the like button, leave a comment below, or subscribe for more bold action painting content. See you next time. Goodbye.